The results are in. The New Jersey Film Festival has handed out its first round of awards in 2013, and some of the winners are Animation Hotline, the experimental film Retrocognition, winner of Best Short Film in the Super 8 category, Last of Our Kind, and the documentary Set for Life.
You asked me a question about how do people feel about the blue-collar worker. You tell me, is there something wrong with working with your hands? Is there something wrong with having a sense of pride of going home, knowing that not only you use tools like this, but your father and grandfather used tools like this, and tools like this built this country?
It's a documentary about the Great Recession, and it focuses on three people who are baby boomers who lost their jobs and how they're trying to cope with, a lack of income. And it's a film that really resonated with our audience because a lot of those people are in the same situation. But it's still an uplifting film. It provides a hopeful vehicle for folks to think about their own circumstances and say, what if I was in that situation?
I, figured that I would, work probably till 67 or 70 or whatever, and everything would, be like with the last generation. But it hasn't worked out that way.
I'm educated, I'm knowledgeable in my field, and I still don't have a job, and it's frustrating.
Obviously, I was only one. My department at my last job was 6. But from that company, in one swoop, 4,000 employees laid off. Now, this is just a drop in the bucket if you consider there's millions of baby boomers who were laid off and put out of work as a result of the Great Recession and its aftermath.
Right now, you can ride along with the happy go spending. Buy it now, young adults of today.
This film takes 30s and 40s radio broadcasts, kind of Cuisinarts it, and he kind of deconstructs the nuclear family. He does have his own commentary on the state of society as well, but by looking backward.
I like Frank. I like liking him.
I love you.
I feel good way down inside when he's buzzing around nearby.
You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Whether he's gay, or tired, or just busy old Frank like now, I feel warm and cozy.
You don't catch flies with vinegar, you know.
I can see it in Frank, the way he fusses over the house.
You know what I tell you?
You know too much, baby.
But it doesn't last long. On the other hand, there are lots of things that interest me that he won't talk about because he finds them highbrow.
It's an open grave.
We're different, but in the things that count, we never really get far from each other.
Received today at 2:08 a.m.
Hey, Dusty.
Dustin Grella is a wonderful human being. He uses a very interesting technique. He uses a chalkboard, a blackboard, and he draws on the blackboard. And the things that he can do are just amazing. Animation Hotline focuses on people would call in and leave him brief messages, and he would animate to the messages.
Received today at 11:27 a.m.
I beat down a 24-year-old kid on the tennis court this weekend. I got to tell you, at 53, that felt pretty good. Actually, it hurt like hell afterwards, but it still felt good.
Received Wednesday, 7:22 p.m.
I was walking behind a woman this afternoon. She had this amazing bouquet of flowers, and I noticed she flipped something on the ground. And as I got closer to what I thought was a petal or something from the bouquet, I looked down, and it was a bloody Band-Aid.
There's a festival within the festival. The Super 8 Festival we've been running since 1988, and that was my baby. That was the real first call for entries festival we ever had.
All around us, the city kept building. Telephones, helicopters, computers.
Super 8 film has a very kind of dreamy, grainy look, and if you know what you're doing, can make it look really wonderful.
Afterward, there are intervals in life which, unmarried to form and closer to our true selves, are in particular how we remember. Catacombe.